Enter stage right. My, it's been a little while since we've had our little adventures, isn't it? Ah, well, a brief little catch-up, and we'll get back to the good stuff. Last we saw a little group. They were traveling to the islands of the Dark Waters section of the crossings in search of the kidnapped Candace Dream and her kidnappers, the Rude Boys. However, a series of odd circumstances had led Kai to be trapped in his feline form until he signed a little contract. Wonder what that could be. Unfortunately, with the contract signed, it seems Miguel is starting to sprout hair across his entire body and can feel himself starting to shrink. Perhaps a fairy prank, or something more sinister, or just more entertaining. Either way, they'll need to resolve that little issue before they get back to the business of making money. Raise the curtain. Speaking of, hey Miguel. You're starting to sprout cat hair.
What color is it?
What color is Miguel's hair?
Hey?
I mean,
Like
at
the hair
least
on
he's
your
not going to be an orange tabby.
Brunette, right?
Yeah, brown hair.
Then yeah, he's starting to sprout brown hair.
Hmm.
Where Miguel?
No one will ever be able to recognize who that cat is.
Right. Why am I turning into a cat? Ah!
Welcome to the club.
Cold. I mean,
But I don't know. I was born like this.
there's just like a look of like bewilderment and like, what the fuck is this shit from like Alistair? I don't know how to process what I'm seeing right now. It's fucking weird.
I'd say sign the contract.
I already did.
Not you.
Oh.
I swore I was saying that I was going to sign the contract.
Okay.
Like last time I could have sworn I said I was signing the contract.
That was like 2 weeks ago. I don't have that long of a memory.
Well, in that case, are you reaching down to sign said contract?
Yeah.
All right. Well, in that case, you reach on down, you give it a sign, and immediately the hair stops sprouting and starts reversing, and you turn back to your normal self.
Oh, so we don't get to have a Miguel cat?
No cat girl.
Cat Gel?
Cat girl.
No, cat girl.
This is why it takes a half an hour to start game.
Shut up. It takes a half hour because I'm tired of shit.
That too. All right. So, with that little issue resolved and all of you in, I believe, relatively good health, let's take a quick little look-see, shall we?
Did Kai ever stop being a cat?
Yeah.
You're all in good health.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the one thing is after this adventure, some of us need to go and do some R&R to get that old insanity down.
Why would you need to get insanity down?
Why?
Don't be
Why? Wow.
R&R.
Don't be silly. You'll
So
see.
it's like, fine, I'll bring out my bard bot.
Yeah, that'll be coming up shortly. Maybe.
Maybe.
Oh boy.
All right. So we're going to try to get a fucking boat, I guess.
Yep.
I'm gonna leave that to Alistair.
Wait, you're actually entrusting this to me?
Fuck if I know. I don't know anything about getting a boat. There aren't any on the fucking docks, are there?
That is a good question. Are there any boats on the docks?
Like just sitting there, like not tied up and not looked after.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, that's kind of preferred.
Yeah.
There's those. Okay.
I was just being like, is there any boats that we could just steal?
Well, there are definitely boats tied up on the docks. There are also people around.
Okay, so there's no unattended boats. So
Well, no
actually,
one
is there...
speci- There's very few boats that people are like standing over top of, looking down at with like a stern grandfather, just like, no one's taking my boat. But there are people around who are, walking by. There's looking at the boats, that sort of thing.
I don't know my way around a boat. Does anyone here know how to navigate a boat?
No.
No. We might need to hire someone to act as a ferry.
You got any money?
Actually, yes.
Oh, good. Then you get to deal with this.
I'll add it as reimbursements then towards the overall.
This is your plan. There is no reimbursements.
Yeah.
Stairs.
You're the crazy bastard who wants to go to the island.
Are you saying you don't want your share of the reward for rescuing the girl?
Never said that. I'm just stating if it's your plan, you're fronting the cost.
Wow. Just. Okay.
To be fair, Miguel right now is just kind of freaked out, just like, I was almost turned into a cat. What the fuck is going?
Oh man.
Fuck you! I almost got turned into a cat.
So
I
while
think he's just kind of being a pussy.
Yeah, while
Yep.
he's spazzing a bit, Alistair just sort of looks at the sensor dangling around his neck, lifts it up a bit, glances at what's inside, and then lowers it again. And yeah, I guess I'm going to try and find... I'm going to look for someone tipsy.
Well, there's a few like that around here.
Good.
Keep in mind. I believe it's not actually too late at night right now. It's okay.
Oh,
so
that's
it's 5
fine. No, I
PM.
want someone who's sort of drunk earlier, because it means they might be the sort of horrible alcoholic that'll do something stupid, like drive out, or, well, boat out into dark waters for alcohol money. Yeah.
I will say, I don't need you to make a check because you'd already know this. Even drunk people, like, if you have somebody who's like maybe like slobbering drunk, they can be talked to about going to dark waters sometimes. But most of the people in the city don't even like the name dark waters mentioned in their presence.
During
Ferries
the day.
are
We're specifically going
ever.
during the day.
It's 5
Not-
p.m.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not night.
It's coming close.
Yeah, it's fine. We're going there and back.
I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm looking for someone who's a little bit has some liquid courage in them already, because honestly, I think someone who's totally sober is going to be far less likely.
Somebody who's totally sober isn't going.
Yeah.
That said, all right. So, and I would like everyone to make me a perception check if you could, with 1 bane.
Perception with 1 bane.
Yes.
Juan bane.
Juan bane.
Oh man, that tasty 9.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you just use your roll sheet, Arlie, like everyone else?
He's old and he doesn't want to use that kind of technology.
We're oh, no one actually passed.
Nope. So,
Wow.
everything's completely fine. No, like I was saying. You do see one person there. They're not exactly looking like they're gonna throw their guts up, but you can see that dip in their eyebrows, the crease in their forehead, the sort of the staunch, firm lips of someone who's trying to appear tough because they're kind of unsteady on their feet. It's an older looking guy. He's got to be pushing 60 at this point. He's not in the best shape. Kind of got a gut hanging off him. His shoulders are slouched back, and he's moving down the street. He's not really looking to pass through you guys, so he's not putting on that tough guy thing, but he's only barely going around you.
This should work, I think. Hey, do you have a moment?
Fuck off. I don't care about some new fucking god.
Oh, no. I'm looking for someone who can sail on short notice and want some coin in their pocket.
Sail on short notice. Who'd you piss off?
Oh, it's not that I pissed someone off, rather, it's I need something retrieved.
You what?
I have some goods that I had stored until they were safe to retrieve. Currently, it's safe to retrieve, and if you'd be interested in having a bit of the money that they're going to... that the sale of those objects are going to provide, I need someone who's able to sail.
Slow down there, Nigerian prince.
Let's see.
Die in a fire.
Okay, pass and fairly. Okay. It gives you this squinty look. He takes a step towards you. A big step. Yeah, you're right. He's definitely been drinking. You can tell. It's curdling in your nose. So you've got maybe a foot and a half between you two at this point. If you'll say what? So that's another bit of a wonderful smell in your nostrils. Ugh. If you're saying what I think you're saying, you shouldn't be saying it so fucking loud, or you dense.
In a hurry.
Keep your voice down regardless. I know there's not that many guards around here, but they still show up from time to time. And if I can figure out what the fuck you're talking about, so can they.
Alright.
What goods are we talking, and how fast? I'm a bit unsteady right now, but I can move about.
We are retrieving an individual, would be the goods.
Okay, so he's kind of giving you his look at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, make another check here. I'm gonna check his.
I actually specifically emphasize their talents are in extremely high demand.
Yeah, I'll bet. I'm sure someone else is gonna find their talents real appealing. You didn't set this up beforehand? You knew at this?
Something went amiss with things, and unfortunately, the timeline for everything became rather condensed.
Learn to get a backup, boy.
Well, that's why we're currently talking.
Some bloke off the street ain't backup. You don't know me. I could go sell you to the guard right now. Hey. Fine. And he kind of grabs you by the shoulder, and you get a nice big whiff of what he's probably had to eat in the last day and a half. It's beautiful.
On the bright side, though, I'm inwardly yes, and you could totally go and tell the guard, Rummy. I'm sure they'll believe you.
Listen. 6 piers down. It'll have a little crease on the left side. There's a little blue stripe I painted over there. Lets you know where you're fucking going. We'll move in about 15 minutes. Go get your package. You'd best have it properly secured. I'm not coming back here with some wriggling body for the guy to fucking fish out my boat. You understand me?
Understood.
25. Is there a problem with 25?
Inwardly, by the way, I'm assuming inwardly is he's talking which
To Kai, Delilah, and Miguel. 25 in this case is at the end of the conversation. He's saying he gets 25%. Alistair, you probably don't know quite enough Street Bug for that.
So
And,
I'm like,
Frank, you have no idea.
I'm like a side glance over.
So this guy is demanding 25% of the money for returning this chickie.
Kai shakes his head, like, just very slightly. Maybe Alistair will listen to him. For once.
Oh, it's Choir Boy. No. Yeah,
Miguel's
I don't know what you're
also
talking
doing
about.
a slight, like, like almost in unison with Kai, just...
Care to interject then?
No.
Now, as a bit of a clarification, for the three of you, Delilah, Kai, and Miguel, 25% of the 200 silver is 50 silver. And how much silver did you guys get when you leveled up?
2.
Like,
3.
I mean, he doesn't actually know
2.
how much it's worth.
So yeah, he doesn't know how much it's worth. But as a note, he is demanding 50 right now. He doesn't know it, but that's what he wants.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
is
and that's
anyone
a
else
healthy
speaking up?
chunk.
Because you can clearly see Alistair doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. He just kind of looks your way and sees you shaking your heads, and he's like shrugging because he doesn't know what the hell's going on. This guy is just staring at you.
You guys could make up an amount and then offer him like advanced pay.
I mean, we could say, like, I don't know. What would be like the average? Would I know like what
Okay,
how
so
much
let's
an
see here.
average percentage would be to offer somebody?
Well, generally, if you set something up in advance, you've negotiated then, but depending on how much money you're talking about and how dangerous it is, how short of notice it is, usually it's an average of like 5, maybe 10%. For a rush job, though, you're going to get gouged. Like, if you just want someone out of nowhere to do something for you, and to be honest, given what you're talking about, you kind of are lucky that this guy's like actually a scumbag, because
Yeah.
other people would be like, are you fucking joking me? No.
Yeah.
But so basically, you've got an opportunity here, but given it's a rush job, he's going to gouge you, and you know it. You might be able, on like average, to get him down to like 20%, maybe 15. But
Well, what I was going to say is what we could try to barter for, like out of character right here. What we could try to barter for is the like even split, where it's he just gets
right. No, that actually makes sense because there's
he
already
gets like the percentage, or we basically split it always. So he gets like a sixth.
Because he doesn't reasonably. Because I mean, the alternative is like we screw him by saying we're only getting like 100 silver or whatever out of it. Because then he gets 12% of the total money. Because half of, you know, a 25% of half the fucking stuff is 12.
I mean, let's just try to get him down to like 20%, and then.
But I mean, I doubt he can even imagine that it would be 200 silver.
Actually, yeah.
That's like,
what would be? I mean, Miguel, Tulio. What would be like? Since you're a scumbag.
You're not really making us want to help you.
To be honest, Miguel probably doesn't have as much inside knowledge on
like human trafficking. Let's be honest here. The ones who'd be a little more knowledgeable, like Miguel is a con man, but he doesn't strike me as the kind of guy who's like, oh yeah, I'll screw you over and sell your wife and child to like horrible fates.
No.
While I'm not thinking that Kai and Delilah are generally in that camp, maybe Delilah more than Kai, they at least do associate with the kind of people who would do that, so they'd know a little more on that.
That's true. Would I be make some sort of roll or something?
Do you have any skill that you think that would apply?
Well, I have my association with the guild, but I don't.
I think he's asking professions.
Yeah,
professions.
I'm used to calling them skill, but yeah, it's professions.
Professions. I have merchant, con artist, and burglar.
I guess.
I know Delilah hands down has stuff that.
Oh, Delilah most likely.
Oh yeah.
Like, let's be honest, she's probably got a better chance than you.
She has human trafficking as a profession.
Do I?
No.
I don't know.
Oh, I love that. You're like, do I? I
no, you have
check.
cultist, trapper, and religion. So those three things combined kind of sound like human trafficking in a nutshell.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so
Yeah.
basically, Delilah and Kai can make an intellect check to kind of know the going rate on this sort of shit, but like depending on what you're talking about. But Delilah, you can make it with a boon.
Oh,
and
I didn't.
Kai, you can make it with a bane.
Okay.
Okay. 4.
How much is a boon again? Because I'll just roll it.
1d6.
It's
Plus
plus
six.
1d6. So if you get a 4+,
Wow.
God damn.
sadly, you don't know, like, Delilah, whatever you may or may not have done involving human trafficking, we'll leave off the board for now, but whatever it is, it's not usually for money, apparently. Even, like, if it's even there at all, I'm making the assumption you do it. Like, however much you do know, you don't know much about the specifics for money and the like, so anybody that has done it, they haven't shared that with you.
Okay.
Okay. Negotiation. This is actually a thing I'm good at, though.
That's good.
Give me a second just to, like...
That's it. Keep in mind that currently,
Gouging,
Alistair still has no idea what he's talking about. All he knows is he said
I
that-
know. It's, You're driving a really hard bargain here, but I don't...
No, keep in mind. By you have no idea what he's talking about, I mean, you actually don't know what he means by the words 25.
Oh. God
Like, you
damn
have
it.
zero clue.
Fuck, would he agree then?
Don't know. It depends on if anybody else speaks up.
Oh,
Kai
yeah.
and Miguel are shaking their head. Kai's at 20%.
He looks to Kai.
20 then. Accepted.
Okay.
Well,
Alright then.
That was easy.
Stopped ourselves from getting completely gouged. Like, Kai's like, yeah, we're gonna
he-
get gouged.
He was probably expecting a bit more like of a, you know what, that's ridiculous, 12. Like, he was probably preparing to bargain a bit, but seems he's
Oh
fine.
yeah, I'll take 20.
yeah. I think he was figuring we were gonna haggle down towards 15, because that's what I would have aimed for, is 15 to 17. But
I don't know.
yeah,
Either way. So he's...
We can still lie about the amount we
17 is
have.
such a
so-
weird percentage to try to calculate out. Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
13.95764.
Repeating.
but I mean, fuck this guy. But yeah,
We-
okay.
We can always pretend that we have less money than we have. It's not that hard.
He's... says,
What do you mean pretend?
You're going to know me as James. I don't need to know your names.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance, James.
You as well. Remember, 15 minutes we're leaving. Priest on the left side, blue stripe.
Yep,
And don't go talking about this anymore.
and I am just immediately, hurriedly walking.
in the meantime, there are 25 guards outside looking at you suspiciously.
Hmm.
They're cat thieves. Kick them. Not really.
No.
Poor Frank. Okay, but seriously. So you have 15 minutes to do whatever you need to do.
I don't think we had anything else.
Do we have anything to do?
Do you want to slit that one guy's throat?
Which one goes so?
Oh yeah, where's Buddy McWatch person?
The rude boy?
Yeah.
You're not sure? He went somewhere. He might have gone back to the bar for all you know.
Also, we should probably tell the guy that has the money that we're going on over there
I don't
to
know
like
if
either not bring the money or
he's-
something.
No,
That would take a good, 2 hours to get to him.
Yeah,
Oh.
we're meeting up with him in 5 or 6 hours. Yeah,
Well, that's unfortunate.
yeah. Well, shrug.
He'll probably meet one random rude boy that was on land and just get all the money.
Yeah, he'll just get his throat slit way early out of schedule, but then there's nothing we could do about it anyways. Shrug.
Dun, dun, dun.
Anyways, I'm going off to the boat.
I'll head to the boat.
I get on boats. So.
Go
I'm
on the
gonna
boat.
stare at the water really hard.
All right.
The water stares back. No.
It has a noose.
No, that's somebody else. Remember, that's somebody else.
You feel like it's from a past life.
A half-life that's quick to end. Okay, so you're at the boat. 15 minutes pass, and of course, there's various individuals walking by. Now, y'all failed the first one, so I'm going to need you to make me one more perception check, this time with 2 Banes.
That's dumb. Oh no.
Hiya. Oh, Frank has a -1.
Oh yeah, I get how that works.
Oh, oops. Nope, that is not a 13. That
Yeah.
is-
I know, I know.
How do you roll the perception thingy?
you
Click
on
on.
perception. The
Well, it says the +1 underneath perception next to intellect. Click on that. Put -2 for
There
your
we
2
go.
veins.
Did I
Frank
get it?
has -.
You're the-
The water looks nice today.
You rolled a natural 1.
Hey!
Good
Okay.
job.
Nat
Okay,
20, baby.
Okay, so Frank. You're pretty sure at the very front of this boat, one of the seats is slightly raised, and you could swear you see what looks like a sack in there. Which means, generally speaking, you've lived on the street for a while at this point. That's where you might find something like gold or silver, more likely for this guy, or even bits or copper. It's where you'd find stored away food or illicit drugs, things like that. So you're pretty sure this guy has a stash in the very front of his boat.
Is he on the boat?
Not yet.
Okay, well, when he gets on the boat, I'm gonna have some questions.
Okay. Now, everyone else, you can see there's 5 individuals that you are sure you've seen before. You've seen them. They're sort of standing off near, they're not, standing on the docks staring ominously at you, but you can see them, seated there a bit further away. They've got a crate between them. One's leaning against it, the others are against the wall, one's sitting on top of it. And they're keeping fairly covered up and fairly to themselves. It's to be expected. It's coming up on 5:30 at this point, so it's starting to it's slowly starting to get dark. So people are starting to hide their faces and the like. That said, they're all wearing a very similar style of clothing. It's fairly common casual clothing, but it's like they picked uniform clothing.
We're
It's like
being
that-
watched by the rude boys.
It's like they went out as a squad and all bought matching outfits at the mall.
Basically, in fact, go to the Discord and click on memes, and it's like that.
Put your fucking rings up to the moon.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god.
Use that.
Don't worry about it.
In any case, Yes. So there's 5 individuals just kind of sitting off there, and you are absolutely sure you've seen them around, and like recently. So they may be following you, going the same direction as you. Who knows? For all you know, maybe they came from Master Freen to keep an eye on things.
I mean, that would actually make sense, though. If he was assuming you're going to screw the pooch. So are we being followed, guys?
Looks that way.
Possibly.
Let's not mention that to James.
Of course not. I mean, maybe he'll die when we get off the boat and then we don't have to split any of our money. I say that very quietly.
If he dies, wouldn't we be trapped on the water on the island?
Maybe one of us can figure it out. I mean, don't rich people ride boats?
Ride, not row.
It's true.
Yeah.
On the water.
I'll say that any adventuring I intend to go on is not going to be nautical in nature.
That's what you. I mean,
Well, water is dumb. Just coming from my own unbiased opinion as a non-human.
That didn't nearly drown.
While transformed into a species that hates water.
that lives in a society.
Yeah.
I live in a society. Okay, so yeah, I guess, do we all just twiddle thumbs then until James arrives, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah. 15 minutes, he said. I mean, if he doesn't show up in 15 minutes, I think we ought to go and figure out that we might be, like, in a trap.
True.
Or that he, like, ratted us out for money.
Nah.
Why
Some
would you
random
do that?
guy you met on the street like 15 minutes ago?
Ratted
He's
you
a
out for
trustworthy
money?
buddy.
Yeah. Yeah.
There we go. So, after about 15 minutes, you see James coming from not the same direction that the 5 individuals are skulking around. And you know, he's keeping fairly to himself. You can see he's got like a very red face, so he's clearly been splashing water in it to try and sober up a little bit. He also looks like he's a little less queasy, so he's probably removed a bit of the alcohol from his system. So he's clearly taking this seriously, so he's probably done something like this before. You can also clearly see what looks like a long dagger at his side. So, again, he clearly knows he's done this sort of thing before. So he walks over to the boat. Comes over, looks around all of you. He says, fairly clearly, folks, you're hanging around my boat. You need a ride somewhere.
I say, hey, James, you look fairly drunk. And I point to the spot that I noticed earlier. I say, and I recognize the stash when I see one. Mind if I have a drink as well?
Alistair just like face palms.
So the entire facade of a friendly guy
Stares.
offering you a look on his boat slowly goes away as he just turns around and stares at Frank.
And everyone stares at Frank.
Yep.
Yeah, your senility is not the most charming aspect.
Well, we're gonna have a boat ride. It would be nice to have a drink.
Old man.
It's not a stash, that is a loose seat. You can feel free to pry it up a little bit and look in if you like. Just don't pull too hard or the damn seat will come off again.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah,
Oh,
it is.
really?
I could also use a drink right about now.
Yeah, I'm a little dry for to say how we're surrounded by water.
And don't you worry. Things keep going this way. You'll be plenty wet soon enough. And clearly a little more miffed at this point, he steps into the boat and sits himself down. He kind of puts his hands on the oars. He's now. There's a bit too many of us to be doing this in any sort of rapid sense. So y'all sit down and keep real still, or we're going into the drink. All right.
Good.
And if your cat jumps in the water, I'm not going to stop and get it.
I'm in human form.
Oh, my bad. In that case, he stops before saying that. If your cat notices it. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be a cat near water right now.
Oh, I forgot to mention this, and I should have.
What's up?
I did roll up the contract and pocket it, because it would have been weird to fucking just leave a contract on the table. An ominous eldritch contract just on the table.
Not even on the table. Come on. This is in a back alley.
Right, yeah. No. I take the contract with me.
Well, good to know in that case.
God, I almost feel like writing like petition in really big letters on a separate note and putting it over it and just being like, hey, do you want to sign my petition to random passerbys?
That would be terrible and really funny. So, you get in the boat. And he starts to row now. Hey, what are you doing as he's, starting to row you off?
He said, sit very still.
Looking tough.
Mm-hmm.
Not looking at the water.
Okay.
I'm traumatized.
I lean back and casually just sort of glance off towards the shore. And also, like, as I glance off towards the shore, I spare a glance towards the 5 guys.
Okay. Because the 5 guys have started moving, and they are headed for a boat.
Oh boy.
Are the 5 guys making any burgers or food?
They're going to make burgers out of your skin.
No.
Some fries?
Old man fries.
It's cool. How far is the island from us anyways by boat?
Well, you don't know. You've never been out rowing.
Okay.
Not in these waters. Not if you're smart. But you're looking at least an hour's trip.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
The thing about this place at night, of course, and it is, as I said, starting to get night, is that Dark Waters gets a lot of mist and fog.
Does anyone have a lantern?
Do I? I have a torch. I think I have a couple torches.
I have a single torch.
I have 2 torches. Never mind. Would using a torch help?
In the fog? Yeah, somewhat, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we should probably ask him first before we bring a flaming item that doesn't have a lantern holder out, but...
True.
He's like, oh no, I'm a vampire. Just burns up. Why are we all stuck here now? Okay. So yeah, as I said, he starts rowing you out. He's not paying too much attention to things. He's keeping very quiet.
Quiet?
Fairly quiet. Until, you're about, good 30 feet from shore. And then just to keep up appearances and get over the foul mood he has whenever he looks at Frank right now, he starts whistling a merry little tune. Just, I won't actually whistle into a microphone for the sake of all your ears. You're welcome. And he's rowing out to shore. And given that they don't, the 5 don't immediately pile into a boat and start rowing after you, Alistair. They're just kind of on the docks. They start talking to people. Some of the people that they stop were near the boat where you all were standing. They take them aside, and they look kind of like they might be of some sort of like religious order, not based on clothing, but just based on mannerisms. That would be something that Delilah could easily see. They are certainly formulated, and the way they touch people, talk to people, turn their heads, and kind of bow very slightly, not in a show of reverence, but just in a way of like trying to connect with people. Like they try to go to eye contact. They touch people's shoulders very lightly. They sort of cup them around the back when they're starting to get into a conversation. Like very like look at me one-on-one sort of thing. But Delilah does not recognize them as anyone from her religion. Which may be good or might be bad, honestly, but...
Well,
Probably bad.
I mean, I just recognize there's 5 cloak guys talking to people, and they haven't piled into a boat yet, but I'm sort of waiting for them to do so. You know, not really moving or anything, just glancing over at the overall dock area and making sure to keep, like, half an eye on them for when they either do pile into a boat or don't. They just...
Can I kind of keep an eye on James to maybe, in case I need to recall anything about this boat, about driving a boat on the way?
Yeah, sure. So you're trying to keep an eye on mostly him or on the boat, or just kind of a back and forth?
Yeah, on him, on what he's doing to drive it, I guess.
Okay, fair enough. Well, he's mostly just keeping, like, he keeps a very steady rhythm. He just keeps, pull, stroke, pull, stroke. He doesn't seem to be paying a lot of attention to other things, but you can tell he is somewhat on edge. He, as noted, this isn't his first rodeo, so he's probably had to deal with people trying to shove him off his own boat before. Hence why that dagger of his is very close to his hand. Now. Okay. So by the time you're getting out to where you're trying to go, it's about 6:30 p.m. and night is definitely starting to fall. You can see the fog rolling out across the waters. Now, for those of you who were looking, you did see that the others didn't get into a boat while they were still within easy visual range, like that you could see them. But then the fog started rolling in, so they could have gotten into a boat as far as like 40 minutes ago. Because again, you've been out in the water for about an hour, and you wouldn't know it because even just a little bit of fog makes things very awkward when you're trying to spot people. And this isn't exactly a place where you can rely on your eyes as easily.
So, I mean, is the torch currently up or not?
I'll ask James if he wants a torch.
Because if the torch isn't up, they're going to lose sight of us, but...
Yeah, it's best to have a torch up. It helps us see things, but... Yeah. I didn't bring my own, but if you have one, feel free to use it.
I'll light one of my torches. Also, I read that as the world is falling for some reason, instead of night is falling. In the Roll20 chat, I was really confused.
Right. So, the torch is lit, so it's a little easier for you to see at least around you. And you don't happen to see any, like, big slithering things under the boat or anything, so you're probably doing alright.
Yeah, Kai's still not looking over the edge of the boat. He is set as middle in the boat as possible.
Probably a good plan. Now. Okay. Now, for this next page, you're not going to be moving around too much on your own. So, like, well, you will, but you'll have very limited space to move around. You're not going to be moving very far. Just something to keep in mind.
Are we switching maps?
We will in 3, 2, 1.
Oh, great.
I need to readjust it, so... Oh. I don't need to readjust it.
I have very limited space I can see.
Yep.
Oh, this is why you wanted to play with that.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is.
Wow.
This is pretty fancy.
Fancy smashy.
Fancy.
There. This will do for a boat. All right,
Oh.
so
I thought it was going to be a drawing. I was disappointed.
fuck you. If I can get away without drawing, that's probably a good thing. So, you've just arrived on shore. Now, as noted, it is foggy out, so you can't really see that far off this little island you've gotten onto. And if you get too far from this boat, you won't be able to see it either. Your field of vision is what you can see right there. You know there's most likely rude boys on here. You know they probably have about as much field of vision as you do. And here's an important question. James does note, as you're getting close, it's
Getting close to the island. Watch that torch.
question is, are you keeping the torch up or are you removing it?
What did he say about the torch?
Watch the torch.
Basically, watch the torch. Essentially, if you're
Don't-
trying to avoid attention, you should put out the torch.
Okay, I'll put out the torch.
All right. So James is there. He's
Right, now, about how long is this gonna take?
How long do we think this is gonna take, guys?
Ideally, I don't think it should take more than an hour.
Let's say an hour and a half.
Hour and a half then. I'm gonna circle around this island. I'll keep an eye on things, and I will dock here again in an hour and a half. If there's a problem, light a torch and shout, "Angels, help us." Because it'll just sound like you're panicking.
Got it.
So, there's a problem. That's what happens. I will go to where the torch is, unless there's too much of a problem around. In that case, you're on your own. So don't make issues. I'll meet you back here in an hour and a half, and we'll get going.
Got it.
See you then.
Bye.
And the boat is off and away.
and you're left on the shore with presumably enemies everywhere. Dun, dun, dun.
Fun.
So
We're gonna have a great time, everyone.
I am very hopeful.
So, y'all can take control of your own characters, but for now, you can choose which direction you're going to go, but you can move one square at a time.
I mean, you and Delilah should lead the way, and we'll just follow suit, choir boy.
Delilah, do you want to go down that route or just stick going this way? Can't believe that way. Okay, we're gonna head this way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you can all take singular steps in that direction.
Can you just, like, put my icon on the same icon as, like, Delilah's? Because I am not getting split up from the people that can see in the dark.
You can feel free. You just move on to theirs. It's fine.
Okay. Kai's so far ahead of us.
I'm moving one step at a time.
Oh god.
Just move on to.
She's
Kai's
like, what a wimp.
I don't see anything yet.
Also, by the way, I have this like thing in my head that Delilah's Russian. And like I'm making all these jokes in my head about like Mother Russia.
She is big beefy bear lady. There we go.
Okay, everybody's back together. Are
You're
we just
saying
gonna?
that you're all in this together.
Yeah. High School Musical is great.
Oh, now you die. No, I'm just
That
kidding.
was like my
I'm
air.
kidding. I've never seen it. I don't actually care that much. I'm not gonna lie.
I think I saw it on ice.
Okay.
Sorry, off track. We're gonna move with us.
You can always, split the party.
No.
Suck a dick, Sasha.
Delilah, are you gonna stay with us?
Who's back there?
It looks like
Delilah and Miguel.
It looks like that would be Miguel. Yeah, I believe that's Miguel.
yeah, because Miguel doesn't actually have his own
God,
thing on the... Miguel,
move your ass.
we can't move it for you.
Eh,
No, can we
Where am I?
can't even see where we are.
Okay.
oh, what the
Buddy.
fuck? Trying to move this is really weird.
I see Quill.
Okay, wait a minute. What the fuck is with this?
Okay,
Movement.
okay.
Hold up for a sec.
Okay.
Where do you see Quill?
Move onto my thing. Move onto the block I'm on.
Oh shit, that's Quill!
And now you're all going to die.
A whole bunch of black sheep attack us.
Quill did go back in time.
Dun dun dun!
Oh shit, my whole party that died.
How did you know? Anyways.
Feels bad for Virus and Trib.
You have no
I
idea
do
what
not
you guys
see
talking about?
Quill.
Well, yeah, because you don't have the cool vision like the cool kids do.
Okay, so the
Christ.
question is, you are where you are now. You do see in the trees there is a young man, young-ish, with maybe not the most palatable features. He looks like he's been in a fight on the wrong end of some boots a couple of times. Regardless,
It's
he's
Frank, brother.
he's been hurting cats. He's keeping an eye out, and you can see that he's clearly trying to keep watch. He's not really. He doesn't seem to see you yet. I'll put it that way.
I think his vision is the same as all the non-cool kids right now.
Yeah,
Pretty
and not all the non-cool kids can't see him, right?
Nope.
Not that you know.
I
Okay,
can't
so I'm
see
gonna
shit.
let the party know that hey, there's a guy over there. Just do we want to go at him, or we just keep walking?
He's
I
standing
mean-
there menacingly.
Kidnappers
He's gonna turn
need
into a
to
sheep.
die, but we can also just try and go around them. But I mean, if he's keeping watch, that also might mean he might be near what we're looking for.
So are we gonna go towards him, or are we gonna go around him?
What direction is he facing?
He's south on the. He's right there.
Yeah, what
No.
going
direction
that
is
way.
he facing? So okay, so he's staring off.
At the
So
shore.
we could go that way.
Yeah, let's try and loop around him quietly.
Okay. I'm gonna go this way.
I mean,
Oh,
you're-
there's more quills.
Alright, so you're starting to go into the trees there.
I walk one that way and then I come back.
oh,
Oh, okay.
okay. I walk one back. Let's
Now,
keep
let's see.
doing the.
You.
What's the problem?
There was a guy, and I tried to go around him, and there's more guys. Rework this.
Let's go around.
Go around.
Around.
Like,
Around. Or like
Oh,
the
like-
other direction.
go this way, the way the guy is staring.
Is he staring that direction?
Off to the
if
front.
we, which direction was the other guy looking?
I don't know. I just saw them and left.
Why don't you turn into a cat?
There's 2. Oh, that's really smart.
Yes.
But what if the fairies get me or something?
I mean, the fairies haven't
I'll
gotten
turn-
these assholes.
I'll
Are you
turn.
sure about that?
That's true.
Yes.
Yes.
I will say this with utmost confidence as a scholar of fairies. Their intestines aren't, I don't know, like, girding the trees.
But
against
can
trespassers.
I turn into a cat and maybe scout the area a little bit?
Of course.
Let me see if I have any more bonuses to my...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure at that point you don't even really need to sneak check. It's just like, you're a cat on an island. You're tied, like, if one of them notices, they should be like, why the fuck is a cat on this island?
Well, they'd probably see something moving and be like, "What's moving over there?" and go toward.
Yeah, my 1/4 size. +2 perception. I'm looking to see if there's any bonuses to my sight. No. Okay.
What's moving over there? Meow.
Yeah, I guess I'll turn into a cat, and then I will go back this way. My size is 1/4, and if I need to roll a sneak check, I can do that.
Okay. Well, for now, not yet, but you can take another step and then you can make a sneak check.
Okay.
And the question is, what are the rest of you doing? Are you all just kind of staying where you are right now?
There's
Yeah.
4 quills.
Okay, so you let us know there's 4 quills.
She'd have to go back to you for
Yeah,
that.
I'd
After
have
that,
to
or
go
she can
back.
speak louder.
No.
I know she said there was at least 2, so yeah, I'm just gonna. I mean, is there at least like a tree directly beside me that I can like lean against and be inconspicuous?
No,
What?
there's- Like you can see a
is-
variety of trees. These are all trees.
Yeah, I'm just asking, is it like adjacent enough that I could lean against it and be inconspicuous?
You could lean against it.
I
Would
lean
probably make
against
you
it.
inconspicuous.
I am inconspicuous.
Is sneak agility?
I believe so. I'm just gonna. Yeah, it's an agility.
Okay. I just wanted to double check because I was like, it feels right, but
I believe in you, Kai.
I rolled a 13.
Well, okay then.
Can't believe I have to kill Sasha, guys. Sorry to the viewers. There
It's
won't be
fine.
game next week.
Okay. So yeah, so they don't seem to notice you yet.
Okay. Can I?
Go ahead.
I'm trying to decide if I want to take one more step or if I want to back off.
Keep in mind, you're not going to need to make a skill check every time. If they would come near new ones that could reasonably see you, then they'll get to make a perception check, like things like that. But it's not like you're like, every step you take, roll another stealth check. That would be shitty as hell.
Oh god! Eventually, I'm gonna fail.
Okay, I can see 5 of them, 6 of them, 6 of them right now. So I think that's good enough that I should go report back to the crew just to let them know there seems to be like a trail heading in that direction. You
Now,
know.
there is one thing that you can see, by the way. Like
What?
as you're here, they do appear to be fairly irritated. Like you can hear them mumbling and grumbling and like getting really annoyed at one another.
Mhm.
You can see one of these guys. A little thing here. One of these guys
Mhm.
is looking at this other guy, and you can hear him.
It didn't just disappear to nowhere, you stupid kid. I know you took my fucking food.
And the other guy looks back. He's just like,
Shut the fuck up. Why the hell would I take your food? Where you took my knife? I didn't take your bloody knife.
So there's some like infighting going on. Actually, I think I might keep going this way because I. What is that picture? Hold on.
"Mhm."
I just okay. Am I in? Can I tell if that one can see me yet?
No, you can't tell if anybody can see it, really.
Okay. I see that.
Mm-hmm.
Who is
that
that?
that appears to be a young woman with dark skin. She bears some sort of resemblance to Master Dream.
Oh,
Ooh, okay. Good enough. Got what I needed. Can I head back to the group now?
You can. Sure, just give me 1 second.
I don't know where the group is. They went out of my sight. Do I have to find them myself?
You will, yes.
Oh.
Okay, now you do notice one thing. The girl that they have there, she's sitting next to to one of the boys, and he's actually sitting with her. Unlike the others who are like standing up, kind of looking snarly, wiping their noses here and there. He's sitting there, sort of somewhat calmly. His hands are together in his lap, and he's not really talking to her, but he's in the position to talk to her. You know, someone slightly leaning towards, paying attention, eyes a little bit wider, that sort of thing. Like he's ready to talk at any time, but neither of them are saying anything. That said, she does turn her eyes and she looks right in your direction. Whether it's at you or not, you don't know, but she does look in your direction.
Cool.
Yeah. And then she turns her eyes back to the campsite that you can see there.
Okay. Well, time to go back to the party. Oh, I see Delilah. We're okay. Cool. So can I tell the people that there's like 7 or 8 of them in like going that direction, and I saw a girl who kind of looks like the one guy that we're helping down there. That
How many
area.
of them are like clustered up?
There's like 3 right here, and then there's another 2 that I saw back there, and there's another 2 back here.
Okay, the 3 is including the one guy on the branch.
No. That one guy on the branch is doing his own thing over there, living his best life.
Yeah, but assumptively, if we get attention from any of these guys, it'll
Set off all of them.
Is there any way we can like go around these guys to the back where the girl is?
Well, I mean, she looked like she was almost talking with one of them. Also, that might be kind of important to include.
we could throw a rock to try to make them look the other way.
Yes, all 8 of them.
Just throw a fucking rock. All these guys. What's that? Must be a rat.
What was that noise? And no, I'll walk over there.
Stealth game logic.
Hell yeah. They all turn into Skyrim guards.
You violated the law.
I would have been okay with stealth game logic.
No, you wouldn't. You get bored too quick. It's too easy.
Damn it.
We could. I don't know. Because I just went straight this way, so I don't know what it looks like on either side of these. I guess I could check that way if you guys really want me to. Or we could just all go that way and die together.
The guy is looking that way, or was it?
That's true. I'll stay in cat form for now, by the way.
We could go around, right? In the other direction?
You could.
Go around this way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just lead the way.
Cat's gonna lead the way.
Well, I'll move you back to where you started at least, because that's
Okay.
fairly simple. So, y'all. Whoop.
So we don't have to move 1 square at a time.
No, not for this.
Thank God.
Okay. Now you're back together in the direction in question.
Okay. So we could just head this way. Try to cut like this way. I'm gonna do that. So is this some sort of wall right here?
It's trees.
Okay. But could I go through the trees?
You can try walking directly through them, but you'll probably make a fair bit of noise even as a cat.
Okay, I guess, can I go like this way and then go straight around them and come this way?
Yeah, you can move wherever you like.
Okay. Arlyeon, where are you going?
We're just walking along
They're
the
on-
shore. It's
Oops,
fine.
I went into the trees, but
You
like,
said it was safe. Delilah. Delilah.
Yes.
You should totally take point where I am.
Hold on.
I'm gonna go in as cat form. You guys shouldn't me.
There, hold on. Stay where you are for now. Miguel, where are you going? There's 2 going one way and 2 going the other right now.
So there's 2 going down left and there's 2 going down right.
2 of them went over here. 2 of them went over there.
Why did you guys go into the trees?
Because I wanted to see how,
I'm gonna go
because
down
there
over
was a direct,
Yeah, but like, why did Frank go that way?
I don't know.
I
go
was
this way.
following Kai.
Seems like the kind of guy who knows what he's doing.
Wow.
We've moved from very jokes to Kai jokes.
I'm okay with this.
This is very good.
I can't believe I have to go to Canada to fight Arlie and Sasha.
Sounds like a plan. For now, though, go ahead.
Okay, we can continue moving now.
Yeah, you can each take another step.
Okay. I'm going to tell Frank that maybe he shouldn't follow me.
All right.
I'm gonna just
Well-
kinda...
I can't see them.
All right. Kai, hold on for a sec.
Okay, holding.
Okay. Frank, you can move a few more times. Arlie, you can feel free to take another move you like.
No, I'm waiting for Delilah. I trust in her night vision. I was trying to see if I could spot, like, Frank in the horrible dense thicket of woods, and the answer was
I
fucking
can't
no.
see anything.
Nope.
Like anything, or just like nothing bad?
No, I just can't see anything past there.
Oh.
Like,
The dense thicket
over
of
here,
woods.
I cannot see anything.
There's things in the way.
Can I keep moving or?
What's in the way?
Trees.
Trees.
You can probably move through them, honestly. It might make a bit of noise, but
I mean, wasn't the point of this for us to try and loop around the shore and see if there was a different way we could reach the lady?
Well, we did go around the trees. There was there were smaller trees or whatever in front of us.
I was
and
able to pass through like smaller trees. I just couldn't pass through the trees at the point.
Yeah, and those were far enough away from the people that we probably could have slipped down there, but we went all the way around.
Should
Can I
we
move
keep
again?
going more southwest?
Like, that was my thoughts, because if there's all the guards who are planted, like, along a certain route, wouldn't our thing be served by trying to find a route that the rest of us could take without dying?
I mean, I'm more of just trying to scout the area than anything.
But yeah, I mean, Delilah, you lead the way. You're the only one who can see. I mean, if we really wanted to see, I guess we could set the forest on fire.
No.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I am okay with this plan.
That's such an Arlyeon thing.
yeah.
I remember you wanting to do that to Death House. Is this just like a thing? Like, you really like fire?
He's a pyro.
Also cutting the Gordian knot. You have an evil house, you burn it down.
Okay. Saying.
So you're saying your hair is evil?
What?
Because you keep burning your hair.
Wow. Wow.
And today y'all have learned something about Arlyeon.
Down, 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 down.
Can I continue to move, Sasha?
As soon as Miguel moves, yeah, you can all take another move.
Okay. I can't tell when Miguel moves, so.
I'm moving up over with them. I'm basically just keeping up with them.
Yeah, that's. I just.
Guy, go ahead.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Can I only move one square at a time?
Yeah, basically. And go ahead.
The poor viewers. Okay, to give context to the poor viewers, we are wading through a pitch black fucking island, which is represented by a pitch black fucking map, of which we can see basically in front of our noses. And there's apparently murderous guards in there that 2 of our group members can see, but that I definitely cannot.
We've got a cool bubble around this that fades off towards the end.
It fades off towards the murderous pitch blackness.
We're the best at describing. We all should be GMs.
That said, you can take another move.
Hype.
Your move.
If you start singing Yu-Gi-Oh, I will sing it back. And no one
Hi
wants
guys.
Hey!
Well,
Is it safe to move forward?
Inwo.
Now, keep in mind, if
It's
you
the
move into the
president.
trees like that, you are going to be making noise.
Oh.
oh,
This way.
can I not move into the trees?
Yeah. Currently, it's just Delilah and Arlie. Kai is reasonably small enough that if she doesn't go directly into a bush, she's probably not going to make one.
I mean, where I currently moved wouldn't be tree, right? It'd be like right on the border.
Oh, one sec. Whoop. Yeah. The only one. Yeah. Currently, it's Delilah and Miguel would be inside the tree. So currently, only Delilah.
Any word on if there's a better way towards?
There's always a better way.
No, I was just gonna. I guess if I know where they are, I guess I'll just keep moving back this way. Unless they want me to stick with them.
No.
Hi.
It's like a waves at Kai as they're like vanishing. Like Kai.
There's no more. I didn't see any more people.
Is
Do you want me to
there-
keep heading that way, or you want me to go with you guys?
Is there a way to get to the girl safely from this direction?
The people are this way, right? I would remember that.
They are in that general vague direction, yes.
Okay. So they're in this general direction, but we could probably cut hard left right here, and I was going to scout down this way again.
Okay. You can
Also,
scout
you know what's a
down.
really nifty feature is GM rolls. I can just
Yep.
keep rolling, and none of you can see it. It's great.
Yeah.
Continue, sorry.
Yep. Always.
That's not a good thing for you to mention right now. So.
Yes, it is.
I think it's a perfect thing to mention right now.
Okay,
Continue.
well, I'm gonna head back this way.
I think basically the implication there is, hey guys, I'm rolling perception.
Yeah.
Okay, Delilah, it's which direction did Kai go? Did they just go towards the camp?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we going towards the camp?
Do you think we should risk it? I think it's the only really thing we should do.
Okay, so
Because
Do you
there's
know-
no point in just running around in circles.
do you know which way the girl was? If we maybe sneak up from behind, we can grab her and go.
Well, I told you that there was
Yeah, there's
someone talking to her.
yeah, that's
One
fine.
of the.
If we come up
But-
behind,
She's basically like right there, but I don't know how we would, we'd have to walk a long way around.
okay.
Because she's like around that area, Sasha, right here.
That is the general area you remember seeing her, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we could head left, around, and up, or fuck it. You know, I leave it to you.
Okay, well, I'm gonna keep heading this way.
I believe
So.
Delilah has actually moved after Kai at the moment.
Oh, now we can see rolls.
Mm-hmm. No, those ones at least, not the other ones, but...
So,
So, currently hold on. Alright,
Okay.
so, Frank, what about you, man? What are you doing?
Guess I'll start following Delilah.
Okay, and Miguel?
Yeah, I'm just gonna try to sneak in too.
Okay, well, everyone except Kai just stepped through a bunch of trees, so you can all make me agility stealth checks with a bane.
Mm-hmm. Although technically, I don't even think I make it with a bane now, because I would have normally do it with a boon. Yay!
Well, then yes, you're correct.
Challenge rolls. Yay!
You didn't do well.
Frank, you never roll well.
No,
Ah,
you
so close.
really don't.
And yet so far,
Not this session, at least.
I see myself.
Well, that was not as bad as Frank, but still bad.
Okay, so what you can hear from this direction over there, and that direction down there is various voices. It's fuck was that? There, you can hear one guy. I'm almost done taking a piss. I'll be right there. It should be this guy over here. Down here, though, you can hear, what the fuck is that?
There was a guy over to that side.
Mm-hmm.
Should we
Apparently, or just some sort of voice.
should we go over there and deal with that guy who's about to come up from behind us and pincer us?
Let's say, or we just wait, and I have a thrown dagger ready to clock him in the face.
Which won't kill him, and then he'll shout the alarm.
Or we hide behind the trees, wait for him to come up, and then we just shank him together.
All of you hide. I'll chill as a cat. Pretend I just fell out of a tree.
And just run off.
I guess I'll hide with where the fuck is Miguel? Are you where Frank is?
Yeah, I'm back here with Frank.
Okay. I guess I'll hit the ground and hide up against tree and wait, and maybe Delilah, you can point out when the guy is actually arriving.
My muscles so big, I am tree.
Yeah. She's just against a tree. He takes a bit of the dirt and just smudges it all over herself. She's like, I am same color as bark. But my bark is not worse than my bite.
Christ.
Okay, so you can all make me agility stealth checks. Not with a bane this time. Congratulations. And now, Kai, important decision for you here. You hear voices both from down here, several of them, and a voice from over there. What now? Everybody else is trying desperately to hide right here. Where are you going to try and prevent this guy from finding you and those guys from finding them?
So it's one guy or a group of people?
Basically, yeah, there is one guy that's probably going to be coming in this direct direction, this exact direction.
Okay.
And you hear general voices from down here that sound like they've heard what's going on here.
Okay. Well, I trust the group.
God damn.
I don't trust the group. But,
You shouldn't trust the group.
I don't trust the group, but I'm going to make the decision that distracting a group of people instead of one person seems more worthwhile my time. So can I do I have leaves from running in the trees? Do I look kind of like I've been in the trees? Or can I do that?
Yeah, you do have some branches sticking off you and a leaf on your head.
Okay.
Samurai cat.
Oh, leaf on your head.
I'm gonna move this way, kind of frantically, you know how cats do.
I do.
Where they miss a jump and then they shoot off running. I'm gonna do that.
All right. So you're quickly scampering that way.
Uh-huh.
Now, by the way, literally no one knows where Delilah is, except Delilah. You kind of get yourselves hidden. You look around, and there's this really beefy-looking tree. But aside from that, no one has any idea where Delilah is.
Jesus fucking Christ.
It's Delilah. You managed to find a couple of branches that you could actually that still had leaves on them that you can easily just fit into your arms and muscles and close them with your You've got your arms up over your chest. Your head's bowed. You've got branches sticking off of you, and you've managed to find this wedge in a tree that you can basically just fit almost perfectly. And you are you're secure in there. if someone
She's
doesn't
going
look
to just
directly at you,
horror movie pull someone into that spot. And slit their
if someone
throat.
doesn't look directly at you and squint, they're probably not going to know you're there. And despite you being like a wall of beef,
Despite being hello, I am Russia.
basically.
Quote,
She could
beef.
say that and they still don't see her.
They walk by. I am Mother Russia.
You do not cut down tree. Tree cuts down you.
That said, suffice to say that not only now Frank seems to be hiding pretty well, so anyone who didn't look at him doesn't really have an idea where he is. But not only can everyone pretty clearly see where Alistair is, except Alistair, because you don't know that you failed very badly, but Miguel is actually like, what color clothing would Miguel generally wear?
Probably like, I would assume for normal stuff it'd just be like brown rustic stuff because it's harder to see all the dirt and shit
Sasha,
on
I
it.
have the perfect reason why Miguel failed so badly.
Hmm.
I took his spot as he was going. Just fucking dive slid into his spot and nudged
I will
him
go
out of
with
the.
Okay, so the only spot left to hide that Miguel really has, there's a little crook that he can nudge himself into, but it's covered with bright green moss. So he's basically hiding in there, except he's about like as subtle as a train wreck. Because if you generally look in that direction, there's this giant brown spot in the middle of the moss. So he might not realize he's that obvious, but to all of you, it's kind of like looking at the sun in the middle of the night. In any case, so Kai, you run by, and immediately most of the ones that you can see down here are
Yeah.
getting up to look at you. They're like, "The hell? How did a bloody cat get on this fucking island? It's ridiculous. It's a ferries. It's a fucking ferry, I tell you. That's why our thing's been missing. It's a stupid bloody ferry. Kill that fucking thing." Then the other guy just turns, "Are you fucking? You need to leave that thing alone. They're murderous. They're murderous. Sit down.
I'm gonna
Sit
get
down,
like
son."
puppy dog eyes, but as a cat, just look as cute as possible.
I
should
mean, if they
probably run
decide
into the
that they're
dark-
going to, you can run into the darkness and then, oh, can I give a suggestion?
One sec. You also do see this one kind of starts to stand up, but the girl beside him actually puts an arm, like a hand on his arm, and he doesn't even pull to resist. He just sits right back down and goes back to looking at her again.
Sus.
Now, suggestion you said?
Oh yeah, you know, because they think you're a fairy, right, and not to touch you. You can
One of them,
always
I think.
run off and be like, "Wise choice, mortal."
8 lives left, motherfuckers.
Yeah, best quote. But yeah, at that
Do
point,
they
you'll
look
then-
like they're going to attack me?
The one that says like, "It's a ferry, we should kill it," is like actually pulling out a knife, while another guy turns and grabs him by the arms. He's, "Don't fucking piss off ferries! They'll kill us! They'll put our eyeballs where our balls should be! Sit the fuck down!"
Which
So those
is
two are
why I
gonna
was
get that-
like, run with the fairy thing.
And
I'm
another
gonna
guy,
stare at them.
which is this guy over here, is just kind of like giving you this wary look because he's like, "Oh, I didn't see any cats here before," so he's clearly very suspicious of you. You can also see the guy that was standing guard, kind of peeking through the trees over here. That's it. You're doing what you said?
I'm just gonna try to be super cute.
Okay. So,
Yeah, do I need to make a roll or anything? Just cute?
not for now.
Cool. Can I walk like one this way?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I'm just gonna trying to get near the lady.
Okay. She does look back to you again, but then just sort of looks away and goes back to, well, she's kind of kidnapped, so
Yeah.
she's not exactly doing the rumba over there. Now,
Do I hear
as for-
anything from dude taking a leak?
as for you others, you can see this guy walking back. His dick is still hanging out of his pants.
Okay.
He doesn't appear to really care that much. He's in fact, he's got like his fingers over his mouth, and you can see him trying to keep in a snicker. He's just, and his other hand, he is like grabbing the tip of his wet dick. He's getting piss on his hand. He doesn't look drunk. So he's probably planning to do something douchey.
Wow.
I love being a cat.
That said, he's also heading literally in your direct direction. And I love saying direct direction.
Direction.
Is there like a tree like in my way or whatever?
There are trees around, but keep in mind, as far as you know, as far as any of you know, you're well hidden.
Oh yeah, but see, I'm intending on killing him.
You're all fairly, of course. But as far as
But I need to be able to get up to arm's reach of him.
you don't know where he's going to walk is the problem. There's several trees around here, but there's 4 of you. Well, okay, there's 3 of you because Delilah vanished with ninja skills. But there's 3 of you and Delilah here somewhere. And as far as you know, you're all well hidden in your little nooks and crannies. So he's going to be walking through this general area, but aside from that, you don't have a lot of information on what's going
If
to happen.
I shuffle towards the spot where Delilah used to be, but there's now a beefy tree, does that make it like basically impossible for him to pass by my location without me at least being in arm's reach of him?
You don't know. You don't know which way he's going to go. There's several trees here.
Fuck.
Can I like?
Where is he? Like, can you
Beside-
ping where he is right now?
Sure. Can you
Ping.
see him?
Oh. Yes.
Now, here's the
Can
thing. Also keep in mind that you actually don't know where Delilah is. She is literally so well hidden.
That's why I was
that
like, beefy
she's dead.
tree.
Well, and as far as you moving, if you start moving, he's definitely going to know you're there. At this point, it's time to stay
Stay
hidden
still.
as opposed to-
Can I like
Hmm?
take out the dagger I have and ready in action to throw it if he like draws a weapon or something?
Yeah, you can, of course. Now, he does have a
Like
weapon in his
what?
hand, keep in mind.
Oh.
His dick.
I was about to say, okay. If he seems to notice us, because can I see Frank? I'm assuming he just disappeared too.
You can see, you know the general area Frank is hiding in. Delilah, literally, you have 0 clue.
Like, I'm gonna look towards where I think Frank is, and I'm gonna see if I see any reaction or anything. Also, same with Alistair.
So, Alistair, of course, you can see. So, Frank, he's looking in your general direction. Miguel is. He's sort of like making a face.
Where is he? Not actually saying that, but like looking like, where the hell did Frank go?
I am prepping killing touch. And hoping it works.
Yeah, that's it. I'm pulling out one of my daggers from like inside the vest and just like having it
Because
prepped.
if killing touch doesn't work, it's just gonna be my hand like touching this guy and his hand touching his dick and it being really awkward.
It's gay. Hands are touching.
You want some fuck?
Does he have socks on? It's not gay if he.
Oh my god.
It's not gay if it's Faye.
Oh no, it's very gay if it's Fae. Fae generally don't have our traditional defined version of what a gender is in the first place, so
That means
It's
it's
all-
all gay.
yeah.
It means it's not gay.
It means it's all kinds of things, but we'll see if any of you ever take a Fae lover like an idiot, and if so, you'll find out firsthand.
Okay, kids.
So, Arlie is prepping Killing Touch, or sorry, Alistair is prepping Killing Touch. Frank,
No,
you're...
Arlie isn't real.
He's gonna reach through the screen.
Watch out.
Miguel, you're readying a dagger, and so's Frank.
I mean, since he's getting so close, maybe I should ready my weapon, my other weapon.
Oh,
gonna-
Your
Sasha,
other-
I just thought of the worst thing.
Hmm?
Since I'm wearing gloves this morning, I'm going to killing touch punch him in the dick.
All right.
I actually scratched the dagger. I'll ready my rapier to stab him, and whenever he gets close, I suppose.
Range, my man, range.
All right.
I mean, he's already super close.
Oh, he's getting closer.
I'm
All right,
just,
so he's.
I'm just so I died from that. Okay.
All right, so he's starting to come through. Switching back to Kai. Kai, what are you doing? You've got like, the peeking guy goes back to where he was in the trees. The girl is kind of sitting there, and she's like she looks a little concerned, but only barely. Like, it looks like she's made a fast friend here because she's got some sort of connection with this guy because he's just making sure she's okay, and she's sitting mostly to herself. Though at this point, you would be able to see that there's another guard over here that's also keeping watch.
Yeah.
Now, these guys, again, this guy wants to stab you. This guy's saying if he stabs you, they're all not going to have balls, but eyeballs where their balls should be. This guy's just keeping a very close eye on you, but he is starting to walk in the same direction you are.
Okay, well, you know how cats like to against things? Are there like bushes and trees and stuff in this area?
There's a very big tree right here. There's some
Okay.
general camp that you can see around here. The fire's been mostly put out, but yeah, this is a very big notable.
I'm just gonna like keep doing that and walking this way, cause like there's more stuff and people sitting down are more likely to pet you. So
This
I'm
guy,
good.
This guy gets shoved backwards as this guy steps in the way to make sure he doesn't stab you.
Can I the guy who's protecting me right now, can I like do the cat thing where you rub on his leg?
Of course.
See how he reacts, because that'd be kind of funny. I'm gonna do that.
All right, so you're rubbing on his leg. He kind of looks down. He's.
We don't mean anything by being here, Mr. or Mrs. Fairy. Whatever you are.
Giant toothy grin.
Now, bitch. Okay. Now so switching back to the rest of you, this guy comes blundering through. His hand is just literally sopping with this. It's nasty. But that said, he's walking past. Well, let's see. First one. Oh wow. So there's 3 of you in one general. Okay, so he walks by. I'm just gonna have to see if he is a complete idiot. Nope. Okay. Yeah, he didn't need anything. Like, natural 1 would be the only way to fail seeing this. So he walks through. He looks directly at Miguel without even stopping. Who the fuck are you?
No, as soon as he like starts to
he
open
gets
his mouth,
punched
just
in the
shook-
dick.
Nope. Before you punch him in the dick, I need to check this dagger in his face. We're all doing it at the same time.
We're all in this together.
Is he
I-
just
I-
getting
I literally
like
just
gang
picture
fucked?
like as soon as
Guys,
he
one
like,
at a time.
It's okay.
as soon as he
Go ahead.
just like comes in, I picture the like what? Like he starts to say something and then just dagger sword punch.
Okay. So he starts getting that particular look on his face, and then a dagger goes at it. You can make your attack.
Since we're like jumping him, do we have a boon on our roll?
Well, yeah. Well, okay. Everyone except for Miguel, because he saw Miguel immediately. So
Yeah, I still have my 1 just from being a rogue.
just from being good. Yep.
Did I
Okay.
beat his agility?
Fuck.
Oh man, that actually misses. Okay, so like I said, okay, so it'll be Miguel, then Frank, then Alistair. Okay, so Frank, you go first. Okay, well, you go second. Okay, so he goes, "Ooh, and the dagger comes flying at his face. He leaps aside. And he goes to make that shouting sound of his. And then Frank's rapier comes zipping out and stabs him in the side. And he stops and he grabs him. And he's, oh! And then of course,
Punch.
dick punch.
Let's actually see if this kills him.
And his agility, you do beat his agility with that.
If his health is 10 or less, he dies.
Sadly, no, it's not.
Okay, in that case, he is fatigued right now.
Okay, so it's oh, and he moves aside, oh, and he gets the rapier, and then it's just a meaty whack to the dick. Not only is he fatigued right now, let me see what makes the most sense.
Dazed?
Probably
Prone?
dazed. Give me not quite prone, but that's very
Stunned.
yeah, probably stunned.
He did just get punched.
He got
in the
punched
dick.
in the dick. Okay, so he stops, and you just hear his voice go from
He's snickering like this, and he's gonna be so funny, and he's gonna pee slap somebody.
and then it just goes as a magical leather glove punch smacks him directly in the sack. He's sitting there, and his hand, that one hand, comes down and grabs his dick, and he's just. Now, that's it, guy. It's very, 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 very loud and obvious and clear to you what's going on. Because he did, like, shout and then scream in pain as he was stabbed. And then his voice just kind of cut out. So I need to make a few checks, because this is important.
Oh,
Delilah,
can I keep moving?
3 little reactions.
Yes.
can you murder this guy?
1 sec. It's... Oh, okay. Okay. All right, so before you move,
Aww.
so the guy that had been protecting you immediately leaps away. He's, "Oh, I'm sorry." The one who wanted to kill you immediately lunges over and goes, "Oh, you fairy fuck!" and tries to stab you. This one perks his head up and goes, "No, it's a distraction. They're fucking intruders." And he's starting to move this way. Now, he's no longer paying attention to you, but this second guy is trying to stab you in the face.
Maybe don't.
How about no?
How about let's not?
Well, I
Have you
hope
been
you
to
have a
church
lot of
lately?
health.
How about now? Okay.
You have
Okay.
13 health. It's fine. Delilah, I believe in you. Kill this guy.
Do you believe him? Do you?
Hmm.
Is that hitting your armor class?
Of 12.
Well,
Yeah.
I only have you down as 11. Are you 12?
12 as a cat in
12
my
as a cat.
description.
I got you. Okay. Well, then, yes, that is hit. He's doing... So, that's not the best thing ever, but it's only average damage.
Wow,
Okay, see.
if he rolled max, he could almost kill you instantly.
But yes. So he reaches over, he's, "Die, you fairy fuck!" And he grabs his dagger and he brings it down and he stabs you directly in the ribs and tries to make a grab for your head, but it's not quite enough, so he misses and kind of just pulls up some grass and scratches the dirt. And he's just snarling down at you with this look of, you can see some pent-up frustration there, so this was probably a bit of that infighting coming out at you.
I'm gonna do like my best pained cat screech, which is good because I'm a cat. Just
I'm a cat.
try to look like just a cat.
All
Try
right.
to look like not more than a cat.
All right. So meow in pain, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's see.
Try to maybe get some
Sympathy.
yeah.
All right. So the other guy looks at you and goes, "What are you doing?" Think like we are number one. Just that kind of panic. What are you doing? and he reaches over and he brings out his own knife. He's, "I'm not dying for you!" And he tries to stab his buddy.
Oh my fucking god, this is great!
I'm at less than half health.
No.
Oh no! Oh no!
Okay, so he goes to stab his buddy, and he fumbles so badly that the guy pulls his knife out of you, turns around, and jams it into his gut. Okay. Well,
That's the same rule as last time.
yes, it is. Okay, so the guy who had been trying to keep him off you is now like got a knife in his stomach. He's, "Ugh, you son of a bitch! Don't you try and kill me over a fucking fairy. I will stomp this thing to death if I have to." That said, Kai, you're also hearing another voice approaching from down here. It's, "What's all this nonsense then?"
From where?
From-
Sorry.
That's fine. From down yonder.
Okay.
Now,
I'm gonna
As for you
yeah.
guys, you have horribly, horribly, horribly hurt this poor man. What did he ever do to deserve this, aside from
Delilah.
numerous crimes and terrible things that he's probably done to people?
Terrible
Delilah.
thing.
That said, Delilah, do you want to step out and try and coup de grace this dude?
In order to try and keep my disguise, I flick my hand, and out comes a missile of inky darkness.
Oh god!
Okay. Intellect against agility. With 3 pains from it. Okay. Alright, you can 15 against agility. That is success. You may roll damage.
This poor guy.
Ah!
Well, not too much, but still. Okay. Bug. Okay. So you fire off your bolt and it slams into the guy. It kind of hits his shoulder. He'd probably scream in terror. Like, you can see him terrified. But his voice is currently in the upper octaves above dog whistle. So can't quite hear him. It's just this. And he flails his hands rapidly as he tries to will the pain in his balls to go away. It's not working. That said, so you've all had your action. He doesn't get an action. These guys have all acted. Okay, so it's a new round. What's everyone doing? The only one still with any stealth is technically Delilah. The other one maybe Frank, but you kind of stabbed him with a sword. So.
I'm gonna take a fast action to punch him in the dick again.
Is he still right there?
Slow action.
Are you?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Okay, so Alistair's taking a fast action. Delilah's taking slow action. Frank?
Fast action.
Fast action. Kai?
I'll take a slow action.
And Miguel.
I'll take a slow action because I'm pretty sure that those guys can handle it.
Alright, so it's fast, slow, slow. Okay, well, fast actions being Alistair and Frank, I believe. So, Alistair, do you want to go before or after Frank?
If I go before, will it give Frank a boon on stabbing him?
Well, currently he's in such a way that you automatically have advantage on attacking him no matter what, because he's got magic darkness in his eyes, he's been punched in the balls, and he has a sword sticking out of him.
It's like punching him in the dick an agility check or a strength check?
I give you finesse on an attack like that. Though Frank, same question. Do you want to go before or after Arlie? Or Alistair?
I'm punching him in the dick first.
You didn't actually roll that.
God damn it. Just
click your character.
Oh,
you
suck.
normal person.
God.
Have I taken my meds?
Oh my fucking god.
Oh.
Papaya.
Machu Picchu.
Bam!
Mucho penis pancho. Anyway. Okay, so I'd normally check to see how he did against that. But instead, Alistair just basically haymakers this guy in the nuts twice in a row. Just goes, BAM! And as the guy leans back, it's BAM! And you just kind of hear this. And the guy's face just goes very white and his eyes start to bulge. And you could swear there's the tinkling sound of laughter in the air. as he just sits there and you don't see much down there at the moment, and these two fleshy orbs just go and roll off of his tongue and splatter down onto the ground. They're very flat looking.
Oh my god.
He is currently looks like he might be experiencing a bit of horror.
You punched his balls out.
Jesus Christ.
Only because of the Fae.
What? No, there's no Fae. What are you talking? There is no war in Ba Sing Se. Anyways, Frank, you were saying?
I mean, he's still alive from that. I suppose I can stab him.
He's probably not very happy that he's alive, but yeah.
Right.
I guess I can stab him.
Yeah, it's like a mercy kill at this
You have
point.
to. In fact, you know what? Don't roll coup de grace. He's done. He can't do shit.
Oh, yeah, I already clicked it. But
He
yeah.
can't do anything.
Yeah, he just lifts up his arm and awaits death.
Well, no, he's actually reaching down his piss hand towards his balls, which have just rolled out of his mouth, and he's just.
I'm sure
Such a
this is,
shame.
key close to
If you've
hearing.
ever seen Dragon Ball Bridge, think Vegeta. Why did they kick me in the dick?
Man, too bad we didn't hear that conversation. That actually,
Oh my god!
did we hear the conversation that the dudes were having about like the eyeballs and whatever?
No. Well,
bad,
actually,
'cause,
no,
like-
they were shouting that. So yeah, you definitely could.
Okay, yeah, so
I-
we
I
totally
stabbed
have
him
a
in the
reason to
head to
throw
try.
this guy's testicles at them.
Well, I stabbed him in the head to try to put him out of his misery quickly.
But yeah,
Frank's still nice, even
Vi-
when the rest of us aren't.
Virus, you agree with like terrifying them with suddenly just pelting one of them with a testicle?
I'm not touching it, but yeah, I agree.
I have gloves.
Pass me one.
Okay, so
We're bad people.
We are awful people.
already you are, you pieces of shit. Okay, so he's very dead. Okay, so Frank, sorry, you coup de grace, you basically just reach over and like put it through his temple, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's mercifully quick, and he just drops to the ground. Now, as he does, sad to say for the other two of you, it appears to have been some sort of trick, because, or illusion, because as he drops to the ground, the two balls disappear, and they appear to be actually his teeth.
Oh,
Two of them, in fact.
just clenched his teeth so hard they popped out. Either way, fine.
Like,
with
you might,
this.
they were very definitively balls a second ago.
Yeah, I'm
Yep.
not really gonna question it that much or call it out. It's a good way
Smart.
to get targeted. Yep. I accept it for what it is.
Okay. So, that was you two. So the only ones acting right now are going fast. Okay. Let's see how Kai's cute and cuddly kitty eyes are affecting the guy that wants to stab him and the guy that wants to, that was just stabbed. So he's got a bit of a wake up call right now. Okay. They both rolled natural one.
Are they just gonna like
They're
stab each
fucking
other?
jumping on each other and stabbing each other as hard as they can.
Yes!
Okay, so Kai, you're a witness now to two guys just like leap on each other and they just start trying to gut one another. Okay, so I'll go top then.
I mean,
Oh,
that's
my-
good, because if they'd actually hit you again, Kai, you're dead as fuck.
I would die, yeah.
Oh god!
All right. So yeah, they're going at it. Like they clearly intend to kill each other right now. So it's like they're also like rolling on the ground to do this. They're not standing up. They're just like rolling around, just trying to stab. It's like, you fucking piece of shit! I knew you had my knife. I didn't take your fucking knife. Then followed by like squelching and so what are you doing? Because this guy is going in this direction. He's readying a throwing knife. This guy is remaining right near the lady. You can hear rustling from this direction, and of course that direction, and you can see various individuals stepping out from the plants. And finally, from down here, a kind of a tall, thin-looking man who really doesn't seem to suit his voice.
It's Zarin! Sorry.
It's funny. I'm surprised I remember the name. But yes,
Me too.
yeah, he's not really an impressive-looking specimen, but he's got like kind of blonde-ish hair with like little red roots at the bottom. Looks like he might be doing something unsavory to make it blonde. But whatever he's doing, it's thinning it out really badly. So he's got like maybe half a head of hair that's sort of slicked back and looks like it spikes up a little too hard. He's clearly been stabbed a few times, but he actually has opened up parts of his clothing to make sure anyone can see it, despite the fact that he's not actually that good looking at all. That said, he does look like he is a ruthless son of a bitch, and he's got a really nasty looking curved sword with a little hook on the edge, and he's walking straight into camp like, "What's all this fucking nonsense? What are you two fucking doing?"
I'm gonna use Nimble Recovery to gain back 3 health.
Okay.
and run away.
And well, like, how do cats act? If they get like scared, do they run in the direction they're going, or do they run in the opposite direction? Because I kind of
They
want to
will
keep going this way.
bolt.
They will bolt in a direction that is relatively away from whatever the fuck scared them.
So this way. I'm gonna go this way. Can I? Does this person look like they'll attack me if I go this way? Because I'd like to just go straight through him.
They don't seem to be paying that much attention to you, really.
Can I like go through his legs?
Yeah. Oh, easily. They won't even
Cool.
try and stop you, really. You can move up to, I'll say 5 squares at the moment.
Okay, cool. Boop, boop, and then that I'm going to head this way.
3.
Oh, those are big trees.
That's fine. You can fit through them. It'll just be hard.
Oh, there's more of them.
Yep. There's
Yeah,
so you do stumble across a guy. Now, at this point, this guy does see you. No, that's
Yeah.
fine. Right? So,
I think so.
so he does see you, and he looks down with surprise. What the fuck?
Meow. Just pitiful meowing.
All right. So that is okay. So that was the reaction there. So that's all the fast actions. Everyone else is taking the slow action. Okay. So back to the party. We've got Delilah and Miguel.
Okay, so I'm assuming I hear the people coming.
You can definitely hear the people out there, like they're shouting and screaming. There's this deep voice motherfucker telling everybody they best get on their goddamn feet, or he's going to cut off each one of their fucking toes. And you can also hear like squelching sounds, so they're stabbing something over there.
So important question number 1. The dagger that I chucked at the guy and missed, did it just go into the tree right behind him?
No, it's somewhere in that direction, but you'd have to take a bit to go and find it.
Hmm. So it's not in the general area.
If you need another dagger, I have more daggers.
I technically have more, I'm just worried about losing them.
You brought
So
throwing weapons to a foggy, mysterious fairy island.
yeah. So I guess I'm going to try to like get up against a tree and just try to hide and prepare to chuck a fucking dagger at someone.
All right, so you're kind of bracing yourself and you're preparing another dagger.
Yeah, gonna try to hide and make myself not known.
All right, I'll give you, since there's no real stealth right now, but I'll give you the flat. What's your agility bonus?
+2.
Okay, so they will have to beat 12 in order to find you.
Okay.
And Frank, how about you, man? What are you doing right now? No, you took a fast action. Delilah, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna continue to stay hidden.
All right, so he basically like,
I am a
"Come to me,
tree.
bitches."
I am a
Yep.
tree.
Oh my God, it's Brasilia.
Wow.
I
Yeah. Just a
I
tree.
learned how to be one with the forest in my time in Siberia.
Jesus Christ.
All right. Let's see. So he's coming along. He's doing a thing. Fine. Okay. So moving this way. Okay. So you can see a guy, if you're looking that way, kind of peeking around the corner, and he's clearly trying to get a bead on what's going on. And given there is a dead man slumped there with multiple bloody holes in him, no. I don't think he's confused about the general idea of what's going on. So he's looking around. He doesn't see Delilah unless he rolls a natural 20. So one of you's hidden with a 12. Alistair is not hidden, and neither is Frank. And we are missing Frank.
Oh. Frank died.
He said reset and roll 20. He'll be right back. Okay. So the only ones he sees are Alistair and Frank. So he looks over and he's yeah. We got intruders over here. They killed Jackson. Oh, Michael. He always had the best pranks. I'll fucking kill you. All right. So now that Frank is back, you're just in time. This guy leans out. He sees the dead body, and since the only two ones not hidden are Alistair and Frank, he takes his knife, picks it up, and he whips it at Frank.
He always had the best Franks. Really.
You can't tell him he's wrong. He's definitely right. Okay. So, Frank, what is your defense? Is it 11?
13.
All right. So he grabs his knife and he whips it at you, and a bit of that training you've done with Mike there, just jumps to mind, and immediately your blade comes up, smashes into the dagger, and knocks it out of the way. It's like a reflex. All right, and he's yelled back to the others, so they do know you're here at this point. That's it. Do that. Okay, and this guy. Okay.
Is it just me, or is this going really bad?
It's going very
What?
badly.
Not at all.
Okay. So. Okay, so you can just hear, "I'll have your guts, regardless. Get the fuck up. We have bigger damn issues to deal with right now." And yes, boss. I'm sorry, boss. I'll kill you later. I will fucking kill you. It appears the stab fest has been quelled.
Dang it.
Now, in the meantime, however, you do have this guy and Kai. This guy and this guy. He looks down at you. He looks at you and he just sort of like gives a snort. He's, "Get out of my way," and he goes to give you a kick.
Can I run before he kicks me?
You've already moved, sadly.
Dang it.
Thankfully, a kick doesn't do a lot of damage, even at it hits. Okay, so a kick doesn't do a lot of damage. He just kind of boots you, and okay, so you take 2 more damage. So it's a pretty swift kick to the face, and he just sort of walks past you at that point.
I don't like this.
So far, being a cute cat has not actually helped you much. People keep
No, it
stabbing
has
you.
not.
It's helped a lot. Trust me, they
Really?
would have just. What do you think they would have done if they didn't know you were a cat? Or
Sure.
they would have pulled out their knives, and he would be a bleeding corpse on the ground.
I mean, fair.
People may not treat animals the best, but they do generally treat them not as enemies.
Yeah, no, they might have been more scared of you with the fairy gambit, but on the other hand, they might have just, like, burned the entire fucking island down to kill you.
Yeah.
What kind of crazy psychopath uses that as their ideas?
I like
Arlie.
burning down islands, okay?
I like killing fire, okay? Anyways, okay. So, I think that is all the people. Yeah, that's all the people. Okay. So, you get to choose once again. You can see one guy, he's kind of peeking out around the corner, so it's not the easiest to get a beat on him. But, Alistair, Delilah, Frank, Kai, and Miguel. What kind of action are you taking?
Slow action.
Slow.
Slow.
Fast.
And Miguel?
Slow, I suppose, since I can't see anyone.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, maybe I should take it slow and then.
So slow on all fronts?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so we're going to be a snake as opposed to the sound you make when you stub your toe. In other words, instead of all slow actions. Okay. Now, this first guy, however, he's got another dagger ready. He picks it up. He missed Frank the first time, but he doesn't seem too concerned about that because he whips another one. Just like his buddy, he whips it out.
Jesus Christ.
And he misses again. So this time, you don't even need to parry. You just you're ready for it. So Frank's able to move to the side. This dagger just kind of bounces off the tree and flips into the shadows somewhere. He's damn it!
This guy's gonna
Give me some
survive.
backup! All the slow actions, really. Okay, so that was the only guy taking fast action, so you all get to act now.
Okay, I'm gonna run back.
Okay.
Because he booted me. I don't really have a choice, I guess. Just gonna try to. I accidentally went into the trees. I didn't mean to do that.
Good. I'll only count that as 2.
3, 4, 5. Running that way.
Oh, okay. So you quickly sprint. Now, what you can see at a glance as you run by is these guys are getting like mobilized in a hurry. Litzberg there is like whipping these guys into shape just with his words. He's like pointing at them and directing them where to go. And Felix Litzberg, yes.
Okay, I just
and-
wanted.
Yeah, it's no worries. And basically, like even the guys that are stabbed, they're quickly like just tucking their shirts into those new holes in their bodies, and they're yes, boss, we get it, boss. And like they're aside from the one that's sitting next to the girl, and that is only one now. It's the one she was keeping with her before. The other guy has gotten up, and they're starting to mobilize. They're like forming a coordinated attack. And Litzberg is right there with them. He's got his nasty looking sword.
Cool.
So you see this. I'm assuming you're not going to shout out to people.
No, I
Okay.
am a cat.
Yes. Yes. You are.
They only need to know that.
Okay. So, who else? That was one selection.
Oh. Do we... who's going first, I guess?
Does anyone particularly wish to go first?
I can't see where this guy is, right?
You can see him peeking his head out from around this corner here. It'd be hard to get an accurate shot on him, but you could...
Oh, no, I was
like-
intending on walking over and just slapping him in the face. Or, you know, death touching him, basically. I'm just wary about doing so because it would put me in the open, and I don't want to be on the front line as a squishy fucking mage.
Yeah, it'd probably not go the best for you. There does
Should
seem to
we
be several of
just-
these guys.
Yeah, should we like run or?
We need the girl. If we fuck this up, she dies.
Get the girl and wipe away the debt.
Jesus Christ. I fucking throw a dagger at it. Actually, wait. Anyone else doing anything first?
I suppose I'll go second, and I'll probably just be going up and stabbing him. I suppose.
All right. So Alistair is going to go first. Frank is next. I take it Delilah and Miguel are kind of considering what they're going to do for now.
Yeah.
Okay. Well then, Alistair, do your thing.
I throw a dagger at him.
I throw a rock at him.
It's a big rock. Go ahead.
Wait. Wait.
And then he turned it into a mouse.
Yep.
Neat.
That is one of my daggers off and lost. Okay. Frank, it's your go.
All right. So you give the dagger a toss, and the guy just kind of ducks his head to the side.
I didn't think so. I'm not going down that easy.
Okay, then I guess I'll move forward towards him. I'm assuming I know where the daggers came from that were flying at.
Oh, yeah, you can, like I said, you can see him peeking his head out. It might be a little harder to get a ranged hit on him right now, but you could just run up to him.
I'll run up to him, and I'm gonna try to stab him.
All right. Well, he's kind of like, oh, he looks kind of concerned for himself, but there's
Oh
nothing he
wait,
can
he
do
had
about it.
poked his head around.
Yeah, we can see him.
Like I said, he's peeking his head out to throw knives at y'all.
Oh. Well, why did I ready a knife to throw if I don't actually throw it?
I don't know. Though, again, he's probably not dead yet. So Frank quickly steps up, brings out his rapier, and makes a slash. He manages to nick him in the shoulder. He doesn't appear to be close to dead yet, but he's
God damn it.
he
Take
quick
that,
for,
you youngster!
Yeah, move quick for an old fuck.
Back in my day, we had to move quick. And he just goes off into a long sword.
Ooh, that crit though. Technically.
well, technically, but
Is Delilah doing
hey,
anything?
I don't think so.
Why you no do things?
Because I'm safe right now.
Wow.
Like, how can I spread my cult if I die?
I mean, don't you have like a mind control-y thing you can do?
Join the wakeful ones. Join our cult.
I can move him, but I don't see how moving him right now would be.
I mean, you can move him
Beneficial.
out of cover into the middle of us to die, and also moving him would activate attacks of opportunity.
That is true.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna. Miguel's gonna kind of come up over here-ish, trying to stay behind the trees for cover,
All right, so he's trying to keep himself covered for now.
and chuck a dagger at his face.
Dagger to the face. Okay, go ahead.
Shunk. Just the normal boon, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Only 10.
Damn.
Damn it.
My rolls
Uh,
are shit today.
A little, yeah. Okay, so you break out the knife and you take a good shot at him. He steps to the side. He's, oh, I've been throwing knives for years. You amateurs. He says, missing twice with his knives against an old man.
Yep.
Ha.
Though, Delilah, it's your move.
Using the trees as cover so he can't do the ranged bullshit.
Delilah! Are you alive?
Ah,
Did Discord die?
God damn it.
papaya.
wait a minute. Don't we have karma still?
Yeah, nobody's used any yet.
Do we want to use one on that?
To feed that guy an massive dagger to the face? I'm down with that.
Everybody
depends.
cool with that?
Is it the dagger there?
No, not the dagger on mine. The bewitch.
Oh, yes. Yes, we
Okay.
want to use the karma to make sure that this guy takes a wonderful run through everyone in the group.
I'm
Sure.
okay with that.
All right. So you can you want to describe, or would you like me to?
You can.
All right. So Delilah raises her hands. She speaks a few words in another language, and the guys, I've been throwing daggers for years, amateurs. And he starts to grab his head, and he just bolts. He starts running this way. Through this way. Now, is there anywhere you can move him up to his speed? So you can move him a total of 5 squares at the moment.
Oh yeah, he's gonna run by all of us!
Yeah, just past us.
Okay, so there's 1.
Through all of us so that we all get to stab him.
Yeah! By the way, you can use that one more time, Lovi.
Yep.
Touch me one more time to the door.
Asymmetrical warfare is the best.
That's it. He is sprinting past you. Would you
Uh,
like to
stab
use
him.
your reaction?
Yeah.
Yes.
You may steeb.
You may speed.
Steeb him.
No boons, I'm assuming, yes?
Not for just that. If you have a boon normally, then yeah, but
Wow.
I was just straight up trying to stab him. I guess I stabbed my dagger into a tree.
oh,
Delilah, he ran by you.
Oh my god!
Holy fuck!
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna use this with Miguel's thing. Okay, so Miguel, you're the first one out there, but you were readying a dagger to throw, right? So you
No, I
throw
was gonna
that.
stab him.
Well, I mean before. Like you throw the dagger, and he dodges to the side. And he starts just sprinting past, holding his head, going ah! And you're like, oh, all right, shit. So you immediately pull out your sword and you go to stab him. And as you do, you go to thrust, and it goes a little low, and he actually leaps up onto the sword,
It's a dagger. I don't have a sword.
the dagger in that case. And as his foot touches the dagger, he actually jumps off of it without applying any pressure to you. It's like it was just the solid platform all of a sudden. And as he's taking these steps, he's running higher and higher into the air, and you're all just kind of flailing your weapons ineffectually at his feet as he floats overhead of you, holding his head and screaming. And then once he gets to the height of a tree, he falls.
Wow.
He's appears very confused by this. Of course, he's ah.
That's okay.
And he
We're
kind
all
of hits
going
a
to
few.
get to just.
He hits a few
record
branches
music.
on the way down. He's not too hurt, but still.
I send a support ticket describing this bug in detail.
It is Skyrim. Anyways, well, that is all the slow actions too, I believe. Okay, so at this point, you can see a group of these guys all coming towards you at once.
Yep.
So this guy comes charging through. Frank, you're the first in line, so he breaks out his weapon.
I'm gonna gut you, you piece of shit.
Gotta the Frank.
This is the guy that was trying to spy on the shore beforehand. Okay, so I believe the system is hitting.
Yeah, he hit.
How many guys do we see?
Currently, well, you're seeing about 6 coming towards you right now.
Ooh, boy.
Holy shit.
Jeez.
So that was a bad one. So this guy comes towards you, and you bring your blade up. He slides his own blade along the bottom and ends up shoving it directly into your chest. He misses your heart, but he only misses it by like a half a foot. So you've got this dagger impaled into your chest before he brings it back out with a spring of blood. And he just bares his teeth and snarls. And then comes the second one. Currently the only target they can easily see, so
Rip
This is-
Frank.
this is the guy here. He comes charging forward. I'm gonna put you down. Now this time you were a little more ready, so your blade rises up and you clash with him. You manage to make him back off, so he's not able to gut you. But the others are starting to move into the tree. But that's that for that round. So
Fast
fast action,
action.
slow action.
Fast.
Slow. Also, quick question, Sasha.
Slow.
Yeah.
In cat form, can I use trickery?
Trickery is what?
road
Once per
talent.
round, you get a boon, and if you're successful, you get 1d6 extra.
Well, you could. It wouldn't be doing, as I said, anything that's doing the extra damage, as long as you're just a regular house cat, isn't going to be stacking the damage, just because your claws can be as nice as they want, but they aren't a dagger or a sword. They're just not going to cause that kind of damage.
Cut the
Become the
femoral
panther.
artery.
If you're some sort of highly trained, like incredible hand-to-hand warrior, I'd probably allow it, but you're not.
Or
I'm a
pixie.
highly trained cat.
You're
I mean,
definitely
you will
trained
be a
as a cat.
highly trained cat at level 4, because then you become a panther.
Yeah. Okay, so sorry. Missed the things. Okay, so we've got a fast action on Alistair. Delilah, you are
Slow.
slow. Frank,
Fast.
fast. Kai,
Slow.
slow. And
I
Miguel.
should probably turn into
Fast.
a human to help my group.
Okay, so now it's the sound that you make when you fail a math test.
Okay.
So,
Half my class failed our most recent math test, including my friends. I was like, why did you leave questions blank? Sorry, call out post. If anybody's watching questions blank, you're dumb.
Alistair, and Frank and Miguel are the ones going first. Who would like to take the first action?
Is the dude on the ground prone?
No, I'll say yeah, he is.
Yeah, okay. I, go to fucking grab him by the face.
By the face. Why his poor face?
Are you guys okay with me using a karma to fucking ensure this goes off, because it will hopefully kill him instantly? It's what it does.
I'm okay with that. Are you guys okay with that?
I guess so.
I'm okay with it.
Okay, I use a fortune, and it's just, I fucking grab him by the face and dunk him. Does he have more
And
than
it-
15
wow.
health?
That's a pretty good check. And let me see if he's got more than 15 health.
If he does.
Answer: no.
Oh, yeah! The description for this is so fucking metal too. So it's basically like Alistair's hand goes fucking black, and he just touches the guy's face, and his like veins blacken, and he just spasms and dies, like immediately.
So he's kind of opening his eyes when he hears, "You, what in the?" And he just dies.
Alistair looks very specifically at Miguel and goes, "Shh."
Okay.
Just sort of does.
Oh, yeah, I know why.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, that was weird.
Wow, he just suddenly died. What a shame. What a shock. All right, Frank and Miguel, you're up.
So I'm gonna use nimble recovery to heal. I suppose I'll go back here between Delilah and
Oh, gee, thanks.
All right, and how many hit points are you getting back with that?
His healing rate.
That's
What
3,
is
I
his
believe.
healing rate?
Yep. That'd be 3 at his amount right now.
So you're back to half hit points.
yeah, 3.
All right, so these guys both try and are lifting their weapons to try and stab you, and you just quickly flourish your blade and back away, and they're growling and nothing productive.
They were
Alright.
going to stab him with fast actions, and he just fucked up their action? That is amazing.
Possibly. Either way, Miguel, your last fast action on the good guy's side. What do you do?
Alright, I guess I'm just gonna try to stab this dude right
All right.
here.
Shank him in the face.
Shanky.
It's a little bit of shanky spanky.
So close to a crit.
Oh, what? Huh? Oh, it was a 6. Oh, I got you. It would have been nice. Oh well. So this guy actually hasn't been hit yet, but now, of course, what do you use? You said a dagger?
Yeah.
Okay,
Ah!
So the dagger comes out, catches him across the front of the arm, and slashes down. He holds the wound and just gives you this bitter look. I've had worse than that, you pansy. Okay. So fast action. So
I've had worse than that, you pansy. I can tell. I'm surprised the doctor didn't slap you.
now this guy, unfortunately, can no longer stab Frank as he was planning to do. So he says, "Son of a bitch!" and he moves up here instead. Now this guy on the other hand can still stab, so he's just gonna try and stab Miguel.
Yep, of course.
Doesn't have a whole lot else he can do anymore. It is 25.
Oh god.
That was a 25 hit. Yeah.
And D&D, that's a valid question. In shadows,
Is it a valid question?
not in shadows, no. Okay, so that was bad. Basically, you give this guy a stab, but as his buddy comes up and he starts waving his dagger at you, he manages to get your attention just long enough that the guy you just hit grabs you by the elbow and lifts your arm, flips his blade around, and plunges it straight between your ribs. How he missed vital organs, you're not sure, but you're probably pretty happy for.
Ow.
Yanks the dagger back out of you and just leaves like a well of blood spring from your side.
Ow. Hospital, please.
Please, I could definitely use a hospital. Alright, so they took fast action, so that's all they can do. Okay, so slow actions were Delilah and Kai. Alright, so Delilah. Frank is looking all right enough. Miguel is looking in pretty rough shape. Alistair, of course, is fine. You're just like, I am 3, see me stand, tall and Russian on the land.
Time to stab this bastard, hopefully.
I mean, she can also bewitch one of them and just completely fuck them, hopefully.
Yeah, assuming that the dice don't completely fuck you again.
Let's be real. The dice have fucked us so much today.
They kind of have.
Enemies getting like 18s on the D20. us getting like 2s.
Yeah, also, my apologies. I keep misrepresenting the amount of silver. It's 100 silver that you're getting paid.
Yeah.
That's it. Continue. So the question is, what will Delilah and Kai do?
Can I hide behind a tree and become a human? The enemy seeing me.
Yeah, easily. There's only one guy nearby that you could even possibly see, and it's like he's not paying any attention to you. You're a stupid cat.
Yeah, but I feel like if I just suddenly grow 5 feet.
Oh, no, I know. I'm just saying that you can easily do so. He's not paying any attention to you. And
Well,
this is
that's
the
my
guy that
action.
This is the guy that wanted to kill you too.
Oh, wow. Well, time to kill him back.
Alright, so you quickly move over there and you morph back into your human form.
So I'd say the funnier one might be that would probably terrify them more if you just suddenly like, brah!
Yeah, but that also I'll turn their attention on me.
Now he is right there, which means that if he moves away, you know what you get to do.
Oh, attack of opportunity.
And you get to make it a trickery one too.
Yay!
So
Oh, there's Quill. Sorry.
evil Quill. Okay.
Evil Quill.
So just for the sake of storytelling, this guy will take his slow action first, and he starts moving. He's, I'm gonna chew that fucking berry after I'm done with you. And he starts moving away from you.
Yay! Do that.
Do
Do
Famous
that.
last words.
Boons. How many boons? I have one boon.
One boon naturally, or just one from the trigger?
What from the trickery?
It's only one. Oh, okay.
I think so.
I mean, is there an extra?
Oh, I
boon?
rolled a natural 1.
Wow.
Plus my 5.
Natural one is this thing gonna miss,
I know.
and of course have the added negative effect. Okay.
At least I'm not playing Victoria.
Yeah. Okay. So you reach out and you go to stab the guy, and here's the thing: as you do, your foot like gets caught in a root, and as you go to stab this guy in the back of the head, you just go, thud, and just lands straight on the ground, prone. And the guy turns and looks at you, and goes, "All right then," and he leans down to stab you.
Rip.
Well, okay then.
Can't believe Kai's gonna die.
Not like this. Not like this.
If I have to make another character, I have to make another invade.
14. Okay, so I'm assuming 14. Yeah, 14. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, no.
Oh no.
We could try to use karma to make that not a hit.
or sorry,
Well,
not
we've
14.
already
12.
used like 3.
Wait, sorry,
We've
that's
used
not
2.
14. That's 12. Does 12 hit?
11 is my defense as a
Ah.
human.
Okay, then. And yeah, are you using that
Yeah,
karma?
I'm dead.
Are you using
Do we want to use karma to save Kai?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Cool.
All right. So
Thank
you
you.
basically, he leans down, the dagger glints and just plunges down towards your throat. The tip goes straight for the your air pipe. At that exact second, you manage to lean your head out of the way, and he jams into the dirt, giving you a tiny little slice on your neck, and that's about it. You're like literally kissing death right there. If death existed as a creepy skeleton man, you'd have given him a French right there.
Like a possible lich that offers wishes.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, amazing analogy there.
Very clever. I like it. Okay. So these tick fast. Okay, so slow.
Delilah. Did you do anything?
Would you
Hey,
stop
hey,
being
that's-
tree
that's
and
a-
help?
That's a good question. Sorry, did you? Oh, you didn't know. Okay. So
Well,
who'd you attack with that?
she has another casting of that spell. Holy shit.
Oh yeah, she has 2, right? It's an attack level 0.
Yeah,
Though,
but
who you-
also the attack roll 20 plus, you regain the
Yeah.
casting of the
Oh,
spell.
yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, now which one are you attacking with that? If you're looking for who looks more hurt,
That guy's got hit.
that would be this one. He looks like he's been gutted twice.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I'll take him and
Okay, so and he starts running through everybody again. Since it's a new round, y'all get your attacks of opportunity again. So that said, you do get to move him up to 5 spaces. So how far do you want him to go?
Past all of us and a little bit away.
Alright, so 1, 2, and then just like, do you want him to run into the water?
Sure.
All right, 3, 4, 5. Frank, did you roll a natural?
Why?
No, okay.
No, it didn't.
Oh, okay, yeah, it was the bone.
Now, as he's running, I'm going to give him a slight penalty to his dodge. Unfortunately, it's not enough to get Frank to hit, but everybody else does. So everybody else, you're doing a total of 11. Okay, so he doesn't. So he sprints past all of you. He goes, and as he does, like, you
Smack.
start leaning over and you just start stabbing him. Your blades cut through his skin. One of you manages to get it straight through his side and impale him in the stomach. And he's starting to bleed out. You can see, like, he's getting sluggish and his movements are starting to fail as he plungers over and he gets to the water, but then he falls to his knees and he just sort of haggardly crawls in and then just slumps down and dies. And this is the guy that was trying to save poor Kai. Tisk. Fuck him. Anyways. Alright, so now, let's see, I need... That's going to be 1, 2... Actually, you're completely fine. That's 1, 2, 3. Okay. So I need Alistair, make me a perception, and then I need Miguel. You also need to make a perception.
Got it. Do.
And for the hell of it, Delilah, make me perception anyways.
I got a 21.
Yes, you did.
I got a fucking 3.
You got a natural.
With a natural one.
Man, just be glad this isn't Just be glad this isn't Barovia, or else 3 wonderful, terrible things would have just happened.
Yeah.
Okay, so Alistair, you see all. Everybody else, you see squat. 1,
Everything goes black for a second as you pass out momentarily.
Okay, so yeah, Alistair, you managed to see these 2 coming up behind you. So they don't get to sneak attack you, but they like run up from the trees, and they've got their blades at the ready.
Fancy.
At least they're not sneak attack.
What do they got?
They have swords.
Okay, your defense is not 13.
They have
No.
fishes.
That's 1 stab.
It's a stabby. It's a
Great.
It's a stabby.
Yeah, it does 0 damage.
Oh, papaya.
I have no spell anymore.
Alright.
Hey, wait, actually, can I do that this turn? I need to check. No, I can't do that.
Because you did the reaction?
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yappers.
Alright. Alright, so so this one comes over and like brings out the dagger. You manage to see him coming, but it's not quite enough as you get a large slice across your chest. You start to bleed. At least he didn't cut one of your nipples off as he was supposed to doing. And then the other one comes in for a finishing blow, turning the dagger around, and roll me a d20. Okay. So this one kind of does look at you as they come in. There's a look of maybe recognition. You're not sure, but that doesn't stop them from trying to gut you and failing. Apparently, it is just enough. So they get this look and they squint, and as the dagger comes down to like take your face off, instead it just manages to cut barely across the tip of your lip, and like his knuckles manage to like smack you in the face, but it doesn't actually do any damage. And leave you reeling back from the first blow and almost dead, but not quite. Now, in the meantime, Miguel. This really nasty looking dude leaps out of, like, just from behind the trees and, like, waves around this really nasty looking sword. Yeah.
Oh, nice knowing you guys.
Oh, you're not dead yet. Probably.
Oh,
Are
I'm
you
probably
sure?
dead.
At least unconscious.
Yeah, probably unconscious. But, okay. Okay.
Yup.
So that is not a fun time. So yeah, he just whips out of nowhere. He's got that blade of his. It's got that terrible hook on it, and he brings it in and just impales Miguel through the stomach, grabbing by the back of the head and leaning in. Before he slowly licks the man's face, like all the way up his nostrils and across his forehead, pulls his sword out and lets Miguel fall to the ground.
I love that taste.
Taste. They're close. Okay.
Yeah.
And I believe that is all the slow actions this turn. Well, save for one.
Rip in peace, Miguel.
I think rip in peace us in general. We're down to 4 of us, and most of us are on our last legs.
How many enemies are there? I can't see. For some reason my map is messed up and there's like gray stuff over everybody.
I think there's 4.
That you can see, there's 2 over here. There's the boss here. There's another one here, and there might be more out there.
Yeah, we're super dead.
Yeah, we're dead.
Unless you kill the boss, they might go running.
He's a load-bearing boss. All right. Well, nothing happens there. Okay. So we'll leave off there for tonight. But I will say this, Kai. Your feline ears hear the sound of paddles hitting water, and then wood brushing up on the shore, over here.
Great.
We're fucking dead.
We're dead times dead.
Yeah, that's 5 dudes.
And well, we'll leave off there for tonight. Next time we'll see whether you guys can live through this.
Guess I'll be sketching up a new character.
I mean,
We already have the new characters.
we
I
do
know,
have
but
new
I haven't drawn
characters.
them.
Even if things go absolutely terrible, at least you still have your robo band, and they can figure out what happened to all of you.
Oh
Nothing
no!
good.
We've got to find out what happened to these flesh bags.
It's like they look down. I deduce knives.
I
Virus
deduce
and
failure.
Well. As I said to begin with, there are no heroes in these lands. Only the fortunate fated few trying to make their way through. Has death come for them so soon? Quite possibly. Let's find out. Next time. Lower the curtain.
And if you like this video, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, as well as click the bell icon so that you can get updates on our future content. Also in the description down below is a link to our Discord, in which you can have a chat with all of us.
join our cult.
Yeah, and see y'all next time on Crit Hit Does Whatever. Fails. A lot.
Wow.
Crit hit fails.
Accurate though. See you guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.